So today I want to share about how to upload and set the final exam for our course for the semester. Okay, so what you want to do first is that you go to this the address. Okay, so it's examportal.utem.edu.my /hub. Okay, so it's a bit different than the last time, but if you put in this address without the hub, it also can work because it will redirect you to the current exam portal address as well. Okay, so just click that. Okay, so first you're gonna see this, and then you need to log in as usual. Okay, make sure you know log in your credential. Okay, so all right, so you might be looking at something like this. Okay, so first you want to do is make sure that you know where is your exam at. Okay, so like you can check the schedule given by the faculty. Like for my course, it's on the 22nd of January, hall 3. Okay, so this is my subject. Okay, my course. Okay, so hall 3. So let's look at hall 3. Okay, right. It might take some time, I guess. Okay. Yeah. So right here, this is my course. Okay, the MCD 3523. So first, what you want to do is click that. Okay. So initially, yours might be different. Right here might be blank. Okay. So mine, I just put some information, so that's why it's a bit different than what you might see in your course the first time you're setting it up. Okay, so what you want to do first is that you want to do edit setting right here. Okay, under the quiz administration, so edit setting. Okay, so I think currently this semester PSTP has simplified the settings and things that you have to set up. Okay, so basically there's only three things that you have to look at. First, you might want to look at the timing. Okay, make sure you got the right exam date and time. So again, let's check the one that given by the faculty. Okay, so mine is at 22nd of January, 9 to 3 hours, 9 to 12. Okay, so so I put here already. So make sure you put the right date and time. Make sure you put the right year as well, 2022. Yeah. So if you put 2021, so basically the exam is already done. Or if you put 2023, then so there are consequences of putting the right date and setting right here. So this is very mightily important. So I think this setup is very important. So make sure you put the right date, the right month, and the right year. Okay, and then the time again is quite important as well because they use a 24-hour system. So make sure if you are 9 in the morning, you put 9. But if you are, for example, later of at 8 in the at night, so you put 20 rather than 8:08. So make sure you've got that right. So mine is 9 to 12, but then because you have to put extra 30 minutes, so I put until 12:30. Okay, so yeah, so make sure you add another extra 30 hours. So if let's say your exam is 2.5 hours, for example, let me show another example. Uh, maybe maybe like this guy maybe, yeah, for example, maybe, but this is not maybe from our faculty, but for example their exam is 2 hours. Right here it says 2 hours. So what you want to put over here is maybe 9 to 11:30. Okay, so you add another half an hour on top of the exam time. The reason being is that half an hour is for the student to we consider the time for the student to download and upload the exam, to download the exam question and then to upload the answer script. So we add extra half an hour or 30 minutes on top of the exam time. Okay, so please do that. All right, and then what you want to do right here, maybe initially the names given are the name of Dr. Zul, Zulisman, and also Dr. Adli. So what you want to do is change that to the to the name of all the lecturers that teaching this class, as well as their phone number. If you do that, okay, if you have more, then you can just enter at the next name. For example, let's say I put now the name Dr. For example, maybe our KJ Dr. Faiz Reza Ramli. Okay, just for example, okay. Uh, I want to show you later that if you put the name right here, automatically it will update at the front page. Yeah? So just put all the name right here with the phone number, for example. So I just put some random, I just put some just numbers. Okay, and then make sure you put the our program correctly. For example, DMC, or this for this course is DMC. Yeah, so for diploma. Okay, so if the course is for BMCG, and then you put BMCG as well. Okay, so if you have done that, okay, I just click save and display. So as you can see here, uh, the name of the extra lecturer that I put already appear directly into the front page. Okay, so you don't have to change anything like the course, things like that. But if you have something wrong about let's for example the course code and the course name and the other things that we can't control, so just let the maybe let the faculty know. I don't know yet how they're gonna solve this. Maybe we need to contact the SDP or BPA, because seems that all these codes and the name has been set directly when they set this page up for us. Okay, so please, okay, so that's the first one. So we do the edit setting, and then what we want to do next is we want to put our question into the question bank. So for example, some of us has more than two question sets. Okay, like for example, like in our course we have two sets of questions. So some other courses might have more. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go to the question bank, and we want to put this question into the question bank. Okay, in which later the next step I want to show you is that the step after this is that we're going to randomize the question. So the first one, what we're going to do, we want to put our question into question bank. So first we set the category. Okay, so this category is also important for I think for administration and for you to have a nice bookkeeping. So first what you want to do, maybe you put some category. Parent category you can put under examination, I think no problem. But the name right here you want to put is maybe something that is unique to you. For me, maybe like final exam, the MCD 3523. So it's easier for you. Why this is important, the name of the category, because it's easier later on when you want to randomize. You can find easily your question. Okay, so once you do that, add category. Okay, all right. So as you can see now, it appear over here, final exam, the MCD, and then 0 because you haven't put any question yet. Okay, so in order to put question into this category that you have already created just now, you might want to go to question, the tab under the category, the tab next to the category right here. Okay, go to question. All right, so create new question. Okay, again, down here, go to create new question. So basically we don't have to create new question, like we have already our final exam. We just want to upload the question into this system. So in our faculty, I believe most of us use this setting, essay, okay, because with essay, it's like a final exam, regular final exam in which the student upload an answer script, a set of answer script for us to mark manually later on. So for most of us, it's essay. Then you go to add. Okay. Okay. Now, right here, you might want to put the name of the question set number 1, because right now I want to set up the exam question for set 1, for example, set A. Okay, so what I want to do here, what you want also to do here is that you put a name like the MCD 3523. Okay, as you might know, in computer programming language, even a space is considered as a character, right? So what I'm gonna do for my question set is that the first set I'm gonna do the MCD without space 3523, whereas the next one that I'm gonna show you after this, I'm gonna do the MCD with space like this. Okay, so now I'm going to do without the space. Okay, so that's how I identify or I distinguish between set A and set B. You might don't want to do something like this. This is something that you don't want to do, like you put set A. Okay, because this is why I said this is not a good practice, because maybe the student will see later on when they download or they see the question, they know they got a set A. Okay, and then maybe you put another one is set B. So the student might recognize or might realize that there are more than two sets. So maybe then they will discuss, I don't know what they're going to do, but we don't want that to happen. So we don't put anything that resemble set A or set B or different set. So by doing, I think, space like this and like that, with without space and with space, I think that will kind of, maybe they don't realize this, that we have more than one set. Okay, so you do that first. Okay, first I said the one without the space. Okay, the MCD 3523, and then right here you put the text. Please, okay, just maybe simple instruction. Please download your exam question here. Exam question here. Exam question here. Okay, this is another, okay, this is another way also how you can differentiate, okay, set A and set B. Okay, the way Ulen will download your exam is that they will recognize if these tags are different, then they're gonna create two different folders. So maybe right now I'm gonna put here HERE with capital space, and then the next question I will put here with lower capital case, with the just yeah, lower capital case. So what we're going to do right now is that we're going to insert the question right here. So I'm going to just highlight all the text and then go to this like change like icon, which is a link. And then if you click there, okay, make sure you click as this one over here as well, because when the student download the question, it will open another tab. Okay, so that might help. Okay, click that as well, open a new window, and then browse the category. Okay, and then upload a file right here. Find the file in your computer. Okay, so let me find any file, just random file. Okay, so for example, I just put this, I don't know, a file from my tutorial class. Okay, so let's say that's your final exam question. Make sure you make sure you upload a PDF file. Okay, so upload that. Okay, okay, it's I think it's uploading. I hope. Okay, all right. So it is there, I believe. Yep, I think it's there. All right. So then what you want to do, you want to go down here and do some setting at the response option. Okay, the response format, what you want to do is no inline text, in which the student don't have to put any text inside the system for the system to recognize that as an answer. Okay, let me say that again. So response format, what you want to do is you want to put no online text. If you put any of these things, okay, HTML editor and such, the system will need some text answer to be put inside the system. So if you put no inline text, means that you don't have the student doesn't have to put anything inside the system. The student just need to upload attachment. Okay, but when you do that and then allow attachment, you need to set as one. Okay, so one attachment is required for the student to answer this question, and then require attachment definitely one. Okay, do not put optional. Then yeah, then they can submit the question, then they can submit the exam without giving any attachment. So put one as well, put one over here. So you can put more than one attachment, but my advice is, for me, it's easier for us to mark the answer script later on if we ask the student to only just upload one attachment. So it means that the student has to kind of combine all the scan uh, answer script into one file. Okay, so if not, they will upload for example, question one question, question one attachment, question two another attachment. We don't want that. For me, just they need to bundle everything together, just put that in one attachment. Okay, and then accepted file. If I were you, I put a PDF right here. I don't want the student to put pictures, images, things like that. You know, they I don't know. I think it's first it's gonna create a bigger space. Okay, so for me, I just PDF right here. So I want the student to upload only PDF. So if they have a scan version using a camera, a JPEG, things like that, they have to um, kind of convert into PDF first. Okay, but if you a bit lenient on that, you say it's okay for student to also upload JPEG and JPG or image kind of files, then you can tick that as well. Okay, then you can choose maybe JPEG. But for me, I don't want that. Okay, I think it's up for you. Even this, you can also be a bit lenient. You can click that. Sorry, you can click also a Word document if you don't mind. Okay, some student maybe, but for us in mechanical, we want the student to write using pen and pencil. So most of the time, it won't be in Word files. So just PDF file. Okay, so save changes. Okay, so this you don't have to change. Just let it be. We've set it at the highest or the maximum file size, 200 megabyte. Okay, that's all. Okay, that's all that you need to do. Okay, so you do save changes. Okay, so now you have one set of questions. Okay, for set A, for example, what you want to do, you want to upload another set, set B. For example, if you have two set, if you have more than two set, if you, for example, you have five set, then you have to upload 5 times. Okay, so now the MCD with space 3523. Okay, and then just now the instruction is please download your final questions, maybe final examination question here, maybe a bit nicer. But then, yeah, you get the idea. Maybe this is just for example. Okay, maybe you can type something nicer over here as well. But this is for the sake of examples to you, because I want to be consistent with the one that I put previously. So I just put final question here. Okay, but now I put here in the lower capital letter. Okay, why? Because like I said just now, I want the system to recognize that there are two set of questions been uploaded. So when they will create two folders. So student who answer the first question in one folder, student who answer the not the first question, student who answer the first set will be created in one folder, and the student who answer this set right now that I'm doing currently will be placed in one folder. Okay, so I want the system to recognize that there are two different sets. Okay, so what you want to do again, you highlight all and then you click this icon, the link icon. Again, open a new window and then find the file. Choose file in your folder. Okay, I just put another file. Okay, a random file. Upload. Okay, make sure you upload the correct file for your final. Okay, so that is there. It's done. If you can see, there's a kind of like the link kind of when you hover your mouse on top of the on this text. Yeah, you can see that's a kind of highlighting. That means that the link has been uploaded. But we can check later, don't worry. Again, set this to no inline text. Okay, allow attachment 1, require attachment 1. Okay, again, I want to set this to expand. Click expand here if you want to be specific. Okay, PDF only. Okay, again, save changes. Now I have two set of questions. Okay, all right. So we have done uploading the final exam questions into the system. Now it is in the question bank. So now how we gonna randomize? So what you're gonna do, go to edit quiz. Okay. So just now the first one you go to edit setting, and then we go to question bank, and then now we go to edit quiz. Okay. So right here you can see there are something like this. Okay, so there are something like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete all this, okay, because this is just the example from the STP. So I'm going to do is going to delete this. I'm going to delete all. Just leave this part below, the info, okay. This info, you might want to leave it there, Okay, so other things you might want to delete. Okay, so just delete the other because you don't need that. Okay, you can delete that as well. You can delete that as well. You can delete that as well. Okay, right here you can delete. Okay, all right. So what you want to do now, you want to add the question that we have put in the question bank. So you go here, go right here, there is an add a random question. Okay, so we add a random question. So click there and then find your category. Okay, again. So what I want to do right now is that I want to randomize the question that I have in the question bank. Okay, so as you might see just now, I have uploaded 2 final exam set in my question bank. Like I said, if you have 5, then let it be. You have 5. So now I want the system to randomize that question exam for the student to get. So the student will get one set of question which is randomized from my question bank. All right. So how am I going to do that? So go to add right here and then go to plus a random question. Okay. And then what you're going to do, go to category, find your category. So my category is here, final exam. Okay. And then right here, number of random question to be randomized. Okay. So how many number of question to be randomized? 1. Okay. So let's say you have 5 right here. The student will only get 1 question out of that 5 set. In my case, I have 2 sets. So the student will only get 1 set out of the 2 sets. It will randomize between the 2. Okay. And add random question. Okay. And then what you're going to do here, you want to click this thing, add a page break. So you want to kind of differentiate to the system, that system know that they only need to randomize this page 2, okay, in which also you're going to make a page 1. Okay, because why? Okay, again, make sure that you have a page break. Okay, why? Because now page 1, for each student, their page 1 will be randomized between the 2 set of questions that I have uploaded in the question bank. Whereas for page 2, every student will get the same information. All right. So I rephrase. I say that again. Okay. So page 1, basically the student will get a random question, one random question out of the 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 number of question that you have put in your bank just now. In my case, I have 2. And then the second page, every student will see this page. Okay. All right. So that's it. We almost done. So let's change this instruction. Okay. So let's click there and then change this instruction. Okay. What you're gonna do? You can add some instruction right here. Okay. So I put the instruction as last time. Maybe I have it right here. Okay. So I'm gonna copy paste this. Okay. Copy. I'm gonna paste it right here. Okay, maybe make it nicer like that. Okay, so instruction, please make sure that have it properly, is scan and good resolution. Make sure kalau you nak cantik, okay, you maybe it's okay, just leave it like that. Okay, and make sure the student have sign in each of the page, each pages at the bottom right. Okay, and then they upload the correct answer script, and that's it. Okay, and then you can save changes. Okay, and then if you want to change the heading here, I think you don't have because it's already there. Okay, all right. So I think we almost done. The last thing that you want to do is that you want to do preview. Okay, so it's I think it's an error. I don't know why there's an error. Not enough question to create final exam. Okay, let's check again in the question bank. Okay. Okay, I think I put the question. I think I put the in the wrong category just now, right? Because the category that I put here is in exam, not in final exam here. Because if I put final exam, the MCD 3523, there is no question here. Okay, so I think I put in the wrong category just now. Okay, it's actually it is in examination uh, category. So let's do that again. So edit quiz. Okay, let me delete that first. Okay, and then add another question. Add a random question. Why? I think I choose in the wrong category because right here you can see there is nothing in the bracket. If there are items in the bracket, it will show inside the bracket. Like for example, examination 2, right? So there are 2 items. Actually, I mistakenly upload my answer, my question script into the category of examination, but not final exam category. So make sure you do it right. Okay. I got it wrong right here, which is I think okay because maybe you will learn something. Okay. So I choose the right category again. Okay. I put examination. So there are, you see inside the bracket, there are 2. So it means that I have 2 exam set inside this category. If you have a 5, then it will show 5 right here in the bracket. Again, number of random question is 1. Okay. Add random question. Okay. And then like I said just now, I want to put this on page 1, and then I want to add a page break. So it become like this. Okay. So I think it's done. Should be okay. Okay. Let's go to preview. Okay. Then the fourth thing that you need to do, the last thing that you need to do is do a preview. Okay. All right. So now you can see it's okay. It's good. So for example, for student 1, okay, this is the preview. This is the question that they're gonna get. You can see that right now they have question 1 and question 2. Like I said, the second part just the instruction. So the first question they will get is like here. So if you remember, when I put here HERE in the capital letter, that means this is the first set. Okay, if I click there, so this is the first set of question. Okay, I close that. Okay, and then I start a new preview to see what is the second student, the second student who enter the exam portal will get. Okay, so again, the second student will get the same question as the first student. Okay, you start again another preview. Now you can see that the third student get the second set. I don't ask me. Okay, this is just a random file. So don't ask me how the algorithm works, but the computer do the algorithm. I mean, there are algorithm for the computer to use. So we don't know. Okay, we don't know how the student will get. See, the fourth student also get the set question number 2, and then the fifth student get the question number 1. Okay, so that's how it is. Okay, then in another video I will show you how to download the exam questions. Okay, and then we also gonna share the video how to do the marking on the PDF file in which the student has uploaded. Okay, so we do have to do the markings over there, and then again for the uh, for the ISO purpose. Okay, for the file subject purpose, we have to also make sure that we collect the best 3, the medium 3, and the worst 3 examples or the samples from the students. Okay, thank you, and enjoy uploading your exam questions.